it hurts when, we love and care for other people and show up for them, but then they don't reciprocate it back to us or don't do it the way that we expect them to. And I've had to learn this the hard way, being someone who goes above and beyond doing things for the people I love, friends, family. And sometimes some of those people, or just people in general, sometimes they don't reciprocate it back. They don't, show us the kindness back. And then we're wondering, why can't this person just be nice to us or reciprocate, feelings back to us or the love back to us when we are being so nice to them and going above and beyond for them? But I want to remind you that, just because, you're being nice to someone or you're trying to love them or care for them or support them doesn't necessarily or automatically mean that they will reciprocate it back to you. Because the thing is, everyone operates on their own mindset, on their own set of beliefs, values, ideologies, etc. So that's why, I used to be someone who used to wonder about this a lot, like why, sometimes you treat people with kindness or you respect them or show them love or care and they just won't reciprocate it back. They'll be mean or they'll be rude or they'll just pretend to ignore it. But that's because, I'm a nice person. So I'm trying to be nice to others and I'm being kind to others. But that person, might not be a kind person. So of course they won't reciprocate it back to me, Or just because you love someone doesn't mean that that other person has to love you back, Because they're operating on their own mindset, their own values, beliefs. That's why we can't expect others to treat us exactly the way that we treat them. So they might choose to not treat us back with kindness or love or care just because we are showing it to them. And of course, it's okay to have expectations from people that you love or, other people to just be nice to you as a human being. But when someone shows you that they don't respect you or they don't care about you or that they don't love you or support you, you should take their message. You should take their hints and try to move on from it and try to not, engage in any more disrespect or disrespectful behaviors of theirs. And so neither can we control how other people choose to treat us and how they do treat us. Because let's say if you're being nice to someone or if you're just being friendly with someone or you just love and care for someone, but they're being mean to you, they're being rude to you, they don't respect you, like you can't control how anybody else, chooses to treat you. Not your family, not your friends, your best friends, closest friends, not acquaintances, not other people in the society, in the world in general. But what you can control is how you treat yourself. So for example, if let's say, you're on the train or you're on the bus, you're just going somewhere and some random person tries to be mean to you or tries to make fun of you or be rude to you for no apparent reason. They just do. And if you take that experience, take that situation, let's say, and you like cement it in your head, like, oh my God, this person was mean to me because I was looking like this, or I was being like this, or I was doing this, and I deserve to be treated like that, just because you take that random person and what they did to you and that experience as proof that, like, I deserve to be treated badly, then you are treating yourself badly. So the way you choose to treat yourself after that situation is what matters more. Because that random person was mean to you, we don't know why. We don't know what the reason was. You don't know what the reason was, and it really shouldn't matter, okay? Because no one should be mean to anybody in the first place. But if you choose to take that experience and be mean to yourself now by having, all these thoughts and like acting on these thoughts and being like, oh, this and that, and coming up with excuses and reasons to hate yourself or to go on a train of hatred, like the way you treat yourself is more important than however anyone else chooses to treat you. Because you are going to spend your entire life, whether you want to or not, you're going to be spending your entire life with yourself. So might as well start being nicer to yourself and starting to love yourself. Because you are going to be in this body, with this mind, with everything for the rest of your life. Or let's say even like a person that is close to you. So let's say one of your family members or your friends or colleagues or someone that you know pretty well chose to treat you badly, was mean to you, was rude to you, or is making fun of you or bullying you even. Then, the way they treat you, if you can do something about it, absolutely you should be doing something about it. Get away from this person, tell this person off, like tell them to stop being mean to you or whatever. But let's say even if you can't say anything to them for some reason, then if you take these experiences and if you take this person's hatred and them being mean to you as proof that, you don't deserve good things, or you can't be around good people, or you can't have good friends, or be surrounded by love and care and support. So if you're taking all of this bad experiences as proof that, you don't deserve things, you don't deserve good things, then you are just being mean to yourself. You are doing exactly what these people are doing to you. So my message is, even if somebody is being mean to you or has been mean to you in the past, or people are going to be mean, right? Like, people are mean to each other all the time. Like, it's normal at this point. But the way you choose to treat yourself after all of that, and whether you choose to get away from all those people who are being mean to you, and you choose to be nice to yourself, like, that matters more. Because all of that hatred or bad experiences, negative experiences, they are really just redirecting you back to you, because you are your home, okay? You are your base. Everybody else is just like, they're outside of you, okay? Like, they're all secondary. You are primary. You come first, okay? Like, I come first for myself, you come first for you. So the way we treat ourselves is way more important than how anybody else can ever treat us. Because if I'm treating myself badly, let's say, then no matter how anybody else treats me, I will never be truly happy or satisfied, or, even be in the energy to be attracting the right people into my life, the right friends, the right opportunities, colleagues, relationships, anything. Because if I'm being mean to myself, then it doesn't matter who's being nice to me, because I am literally being mean to myself. When I am my own home, when I am like in this body, in this mind for the rest of my life. If you are someone who is currently being treated badly or being disrespected by, family, friends, acquaintances, someone outside, whoever, or being bullied, then I want you to listen to this and I want you to hear this. Because in the past, like, whenever somebody was treating me badly or not treating me with the respect, love, care, everything that I deserve, then what I would do was, I wouldn't call out their bad behavior. Like, let's say someone makes a joke, but you don't like it and it's not funny and they're making fun of you. It's not a funny joke. Then, people who just listen to it or just laugh along and try to play it off, those people will continue to get disrespected by these people. And versus people who will call out the bad behavior, be like, oh, that's actually not a funny joke, I didn't like that, or something along those lines, calling out the behavior, telling this person to stop, or telling them off, or leaving the situation, whatever it is. If you don't do that, and when I used to not do that, these people who were treating me badly, or, friends who weren't being nice to me, or acquaintances, or just people in general, or even colleagues and things, like, they will continue it, because you are basically telling these people that, if you let it slide once or twice, it's fine. But if it just keeps going on, it keeps continuing, then you are basically telling these people that, if I keep making fun of her, if I keep like being mean to her, this girl isn't going to say anything to me. This person isn't going to say anything to me. She won't tell me off. She won't tell me to stop. She won't leave. She will just stay in that situation and try to laugh it off and, play it off. But if you tell these people to stop, you are basically telling these people that, you won't take the disrespect. You won't allow them to be mean to you. And if they continue to be mean to you, you are going to leave. You are going to leave that friendship. You're going to leave that relationship. You are going to leave these people behind. And you're going to move on, because you know that you deserve the respect, the care that you deserve and that you want. And that's because when other people know that there won't be any consequences for their action, so if people just keep being mean to you, they keep disrespecting you, they keep making fun of you, and they know that there aren't any consequences, this person isn't going to leave me, this person isn't going to tell me off, this person isn't going to give me any consequences for my bad actions, of course they will keep doing it, because they know there's no punishment, there's nothing being taken away from them, Versus when people know, for example, women that know that they will just leave situations, bad friendships, bad relationships, bad family members, they will just leave those situations. The people that are making fun of you, they might still keep making fun of you, but that doesn't matter, because you'll leave. You'll be out of there. These people won't be around you anymore, so it won't matter. And also, people, when they know that, like, this person is gonna leave, or this person is gonna, tell me off, or whatever it is, whatever the consequence or punishment is, then people know not to mess with people like that. And I also want to remind you that being let down by others, feeling disappointed because of other people's bad behaviors or them not treating you the way you treat them and things like that. It's all completely normal. Everybody goes through it, and it's just a part of life, okay? Like, if someone's being mean to you, if someone isn't showing you the love, the care, the respect that you want and that you're showing them, then it just means that that relationship, that friendship, that connection isn't going to work. And it's a sign for you to move on, because there are so many people in this world that are just willing to treat somebody like you with so much love and kindness and respect. So the people who are not doing those things, because these are very bare minimum things, okay? Being loving to someone, being kind, respecting, support, encouragement, like, if you're in a friendship, if you're in any sort of relationship with someone, then you should be experiencing those things. And if you are not, then it's just a sign that, you got to move on, because that person isn't for you. That friendship isn't for you. That family member isn't for you. Because there's so many people who are waiting for somebody like you and waiting for somebody like me, So it's just a sign that, there's better people out there, there's better relationships out there, and that this one isn't the one for you and it isn't going to work out. And, every bad experience, every failed relationship, every failed friendship is just showing you the way ahead to better things, to new opportunities. And, sometimes we think that it's only the other person's fault, but maybe this failed relationship or friendship or whatever connection is showing you that, there may be things that you are lacking that you should work on, so that in the future, any other connection, relationship, or friendship that comes along is a better one, an improved one, and, one filled with way more things that are aligned to you and to the other person. And thank you so much for watching this video. Check out my TikTok as well. I'll drop it down in the description. I make similar content like this, but just shorter form on there. So do go check it out as well. And tell me, what did you learn from this video, or what are your thoughts on this video? And if you have any other ideas for future videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Mwah.